Poinsettias are obviously the classic Christmas plant that we all know and love, and we take nothing away from poinsettias, but maybe you're looking for something a little different. Maybe you want to create something unique and more personal, and just something to step up and go beyond just plain poinsettias. So there are a lot of plant options that are really good for this time of year. Here you can see I've got some amaryllis and paper white bulbs started that I'm hoping are timed well and will come in for Christmas. And I've just purchased a couple of new holiday/Christmas cactuses, and another one I'll be working with are several of my orchids. I like the creamy white colors for this time of year, but you know, there's a range of colors. And the nice thing is that the Phalaenopsis orchids have become very popular, widely available, and they're much easier care than a lot of us think. So, you know, this gives you some options, some different things to play with, mix and match. You know, these together, by the time this big red amaryllis blooms with an understory of these nice white paper whites, I can do a lot with that. Now, on the Christmas cactuses, those are another that are pretty classic. Some people might even say, well, you know, how's that any different from poinsettias? And I guess in a lot of ways they're not. The thing about Christmas cactuses today is that it's hard to get a true Christmas cactus. What we have are a lot of hybrids. So often what we find is that they're not necessarily in bloom for Christmas time. So what I did, again, you know, we're about the second week in December here, and I'm trying to get some festive airs going on in the house. So I did go out and purchase two. One, because I wanted to expand my collection, and I liked the idea of this white blooming Christmas cactus and this pink one. I know, and I'm ready for the comments where people say that's not a true Christmas cactus. I get it. It is really hard to find actual true pure Christmas cactuses. They were kind of always bred up and hybridized. And one of the reasons that we see this more upright, more holiday Thanksgiving type cactus, and why that is more available, is because these actually are sturdier and ship a lot better. So, you know, but I think they still deserve a place. I believe that, you know, for this year, I've gone out and I've gotten some that are in bloom now. And next year I'll try and work when I bring them back into bloom. You know, there are some different things that you can do by manipulating water, temperature, and light. And I'll try and hold them off and get them to bloom a little later. I also am crossing my fingers that I can get some cuttings for an old family heirloom type that we have, and I'll be propagating that too. Christmas cactuses propagate really easily. So if you have someone that has one that reliably blooms more towards December and Christmas than towards October, November, ask them if they'd spare you a cutting and get going on raising one of your own. But back to the point at hand, you know, we really have a really nice options for plants that we can decorate for Christmas. And I wouldn't discount poinsettias, but let's think of these as something in addition to or alternative options for, so that you can really create a look and a feel all of your own. Have a very happy holiday.